Do not let this bandana fool you. I don't actually have cancer. Like, I look extra Caucasian today. Like, I've always had pale skin ever since I was a boy. Just because I have this, like, window open in front of me. You can see my filthy room in 4K now. So bear with me. My name is Kelly Pro. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to be ranking Star Wars characters on if I think I could personally beat them in a fair fight. So in front of me, I have a big list of random Star Wars characters, and we'll just be hopping between shows and movies, like not in like necessary chronological order or anything, like the main big characters. Like I don't have like any glove shittos or rattlebones or whatever the fuck that one dude from Lego Star Wars is. I don't have that guy with a knife hand.
Mr. Bones is back.
Mr. Bones. But yeah, you know, it's just for fun. Alright, just get off my ass. It's just for fun, okay? Fucking blow me, okay? It's just for fun. Will you fucking relax? It's for fun. I originally thought about making this like a tier list sort of thing, but I think a tally mark system will work best for the type of video I'm trying to make here. Basically, it's going to be me over here, and then the entire Star Wars mythology over here. And if I win the fight, then I get a point. If they win the fight, they get a point. It's pretty simple. You know, we'll just tally it all up at the end. Also, this is what I look like, you know. I'm not winning any bodybuilding competitions or anything, but I think I'm in, like, you know, decent physical shape. I'm not trying to, like, jack myself off here or anything, but I think I could outrun, like, a really fat person. I'm also not traditionally trained in any sort of, like, martial arts, no boxing or anything. I watched a couple of YouTube tutorials on how to, like, you know. I think I'm pretty on par as far as the average like person goes. I played the Batman Arkham games, and there's a lot of punching in that, and I also watched a lot of movies, so that's sort of the only advantage I have going into this. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am not a Sith. I am not a Jedi. I have no force wielding abilities. I don't have a blaster. I actually do have a lightsaber right here. I'm not gonna turn it on. For the sake of this video, a couple stipulations had to be made to the list. Okay, before you click off this video, there's only two. The first one, obviously, is no weapons. It's just me and Jar Jar Binks in the mud getting down and dirty. Getting down and dirty with Jar Jar. Down and dirty. So just fist kicks and shit, you know? So no blasters, nothing like that. Also, the second rule I made was no force. Because it's really hard to compare a physical fight when you involve, like, fairy tale, goo goo gaga, abstract bullshit. You know, it's whatever the writers want is, like, pretty much what the force is. So for simplicity's sakes, for fairness sakes, no force. Let's just get started. First on the list is Anakin Skywalker. He is the chosen one. He is a child-killing slave, and I'm gonna be 100% real with you. He would beat the shit out of me. I mean, if you just look at his shirtless scenes, you can see he's pretty, like, well built and put together. I'm not trying to, like, suck him off here or anything. Let me just make that clear. But like for God's sakes, guys, like I mean, maybe if we're talking like episode 1 Anakin, like I could probably just beat up a kid. But if we're talking episode 2, episode 3 Anakin, like in his prime, no. Like his point for sure. I put on the gamer headset, so now you know I mean business. Next on the list is Grogu, Baby Yoda. No, Grogu I could fucking pulverize. Like, and it's not just trying to like flex to you guys. Like I would fucking destroy him in a fight. He would be a fucking puddle by the time I was done with. Like, I'm sorry to all the chicken nugget loving Facebook moms watching this video, but no, Grogu would be a fucking stain on the pavement by the time I even touched him. Not only could I beat him in a fair fight, I think I'd probably even get the most satisfaction murdering him. I would do it for free. My point easy. Probably the easiest point on the entire Star Wars universe in this, at least in this list. Next on this list is R2-D2. I know some of you might think this is an easy one, and in a way you're right. Like, he's just kind of like a big metal trash can dipshit, but he really fucked up those battle droids in Revenge of the Sith. I'll be real with you. And I know I said no weapons, and it's kind of like a gray area. Like, it's kind of hard to tell if it is a weapon because it's kind of part of his body, you know. I can't imagine punching a big metal fucking trash can would feel good. It might be controversial. I might, like, be underestimating myself, but for now I'm gonna give it to him. His point. Clone Trooper 99. The fuck do you want me to say? My point.
We lost a true soldier.
C-3PO. No fucking way. Easily my point. Does not even need much explaining. I would just go up to him and just push his autistic robotic ass over and it'd just be over. KO, ding ding, bang bang, knockout, my point, over there. Chewbacca. He would fucking destroy me. He would rip my arms off and beat me to a fucking pulp. He would beat the piss out of me with them before I could even move a muscle. Just look at the fucking guy, for Christ's sake. Just look at his fucking werewolf teeth. You fucking joke. No. At his point, and anyone who thinks they could beat him in a fair fight is fucking delusional. Next up is Soars Bandim. Bandim? I think I'm pronouncing that right. He's better known as the youngling kid that Anakin murders.
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
There's too many of them. What are we gonna do? Like that kid. Obviously, I think I could win. Even with the Force, I think I could probably win. Like the main big characters. Like I don't have like any glove shittos. If you put me in a room with a Minecraft spawner that just spews out 8-year-olds with the Force like infinitely, I think I could survive in that room for at least 6 to 8 hours. I would just go non-stop. I'd just stand up and I'd spin around, my legs out. Oh shit, I'm fucking broke the TV. Spin around in a circle non-stop and I would just win. Like easily, my point, my point, my point. My point. No, Mace Windu would fucking destroy me. He would wipe the floor with me. Anyone who has even seen 5 seconds of him in the 2003 like Samurai Jack Clone Wars show, they would just know he would fucking body me in like 2 seconds. Even Samuel L. Jackson, I think, could beat me up. His point, Grievous. His point, Din Djarin. His point, Darth Sidious. My point. He's an old man. You know, he looks like he's been decomposing in a coffin for the past 200 years. And especially if you take away his lightsabers and his lightning and his goo goo gaga magic force powers. Essentially, without that shit, he's just an old man. Like, I could beat him. Like, right? Like, fuck off, I could beat him. Fuck you, I could beat him. Darth Maul. Fuck. Not just because he's fit and strong. The dude looks like the Antichrist. No, he's got devil horns, for fuck's sake. Not just 2 of them, but like all around his fucking scalp. Fuck. No, hell no, even. His point. Count Dooku, kind of the same thing as Palpatine, although his actor is like a legitimate killer.
Have you any idea of what kind of noise happens when somebody is stabbed in the back? And I say, well, because I do.
Separating the actor from the character, however, I think, you know, my point, yeah. Yeah, fuck off, I could beat him. No. No, my point. It's very difficult to visualize just you and him in like a boxing ring setting with no force or anything. On one hand, I want to say me because he's essentially just a 900-year-old fucking 3-foot-tall frog creature. On the other hand, I just can't stop seeing him like do the flips and shit he did in episode 2 with Count Dooku. Like he was just like fucking going feral. Like I think if you really backed him into a corner, he gets like stressed out and he starts going like I don't know if I'd fuck with him. Maybe me with like really high difficulty. But no, now that I think about it, no. His point. Newt Gunray.
Fuck! You know what they say, all toasters toast toast.
My points. Matter of fact, I might even go so far as saying I could probably beat up anyone named Newt. BB-8 is also my point because although he's basically R2-D2 with a little ball thing, I have never in my life just wanted to kick something to death so badly when I first saw BB-8 back in like 2015. I really just want to kick him into a tree and see his stupid fat little body explode into 1,000 nuts and bolts in a big fucking show. My point. Kind of the same thing with Grogu, honestly. It's just my point. Like, I would get pleasure at killing BB-8. Oh my god. Porgs? Like, I mean, what do you want me to fucking say, guys? Like, it's my point. Like, I wouldn't feel good about it. It's like beating up baby duck at the park. Like, the fucking thing doesn't have legs. It doesn't have thumbs. Like, yeah, I'd win. Like, if it came down to it, I could kill it, but I wouldn't feel good about it, for God's sakes. So, like, I guess my point. Darth Vader? Like, his point, right? Like, I would think, like, I mean, without the suit, he's essentially just kind of a sad, depressed robo-cripple in a cyborg suit. He's got the metal arms and shit. Like, I don't know. Maybe without the suit, it might be a total Kelly victory, but now that I think about it, like, he did just straight up choke a grown-ass adult man to death, mind you. He grabbed him by like one hand and lifted him off the ground. Like, could you imagine doing that to someone your size? Like, that would take a certain amount of strength, like regardless of the suit. No, his point. Padme Amidala, like, she's just so fine, guys. I don't know if I have the heart to beat up Natalie Portman. I saw something and it said her crotch in episode 2 withstood 14,000 newtons of force or something like that when she landed on that big fucking like rhino thing. I don't know, but yeah, her point. A whole ass AT-AT, a whole ass AT-AT. Fucking no. Fuck no, his point. I'm slowly being eaten by the sun right now. Next up, we have Jar Jar Binks. First of all, the dude can triple jump for one. That's a Lego Star Wars reference for you in 2024, in case you didn't pick up on that. He's pretty tall. Like, his CGI weird skin looks like pure muscle, essentially. Like, he looks just jacked. Like, I'm not even being ironic right now. He could probably just fucking destroy me and pretty much like any other human being on Earth, not to be slept on. Han Solo. I'm gonna call him Han. No, I'm gonna call him Han. Han Solo. Han just... It's a fucking A in his name. I've never had this problem before. I'm just never said that. Is it Han or Han?
I don't care.
I'm gonna call him Han. Han Solo. He's just a guy, right? Like, I mean, Harrison Ford was jacked as fuck in the 80s, but so I guess his point. But old man Harrison Ford?
In Force Awakens. How did you feel about the ending? Did you feel good about the ending? Do you like the way his story ended up? Did you see that as Han's ending?
But if we were talking like jacked Indiana Jones Harrison Ford, then no, his point. Captain Rex, again, just a guy. But he's a fucking Jango Fett clone, for Christ's sakes. And he was trained at birth. So, like, I guess if you want to count him and Jango and Boba and literally every other clone in the entire fucking galaxy, and you want to say they all would beat me in a fight, it would be like 9 gorbillion to 1. I'm going to be generous to myself and count it as just 1 point. It's my fucking video, so blow me. It's not going to be 9 trillion to 1. Suck my dick. Okay, literally, like, the sun... I'm gonna close the blinds now. I don't need the daylight anymore. The video is over. Well, that's pretty much all the Star Wars characters ever made covered. You just like how there's, like, dust floating in front of the screen? Like, this is just how I fucking live. Like, this isn't a joke. This is how I live. If this video does well enough, I'll do a part 2. Okay. Goodbye.